My name is Brian Evans, and I have been involved with the Circumnavigators Club Foundation since 1985. The first 25 years of that involvement has been as a chapter coordinator for the Washington, D.C. chapter of the Circumnavigators Club. And after that, I continued to serve on the board of directors as the chapter coordinator emeritus, providing advice and counsel to the board and to the various chapter coordinators based on my earlier experience. I am a former grantee of the Circumnavigators Club Foundation grant. I did my circumnavigation in 1974, studying the grassroots of nationalism. The nature of my involvement with students and university officials in the grant process consisted of coordinating with the dean's office to oversee the grantee selection process and working with the grantees that were selected to help them finalize their planning for the trip and following their trip to help them conceptualize their research paper and to provide them with a very thorough editorial review of their first draft, looking for any organizational or grammatical errors and challenging them on any assertions that they might have made that were not substantiated by their arguments in the paper. I did this one thorough edit for them, and they responded to that as they would, and I accepted whatever they provided at that point and passed it on to the foundation as the final project report. And I'm happy to note that the Georgetown students over the years have provided excellent reports on a very consistent basis. The nature of my interaction and involvement with fellow circumnavigators regarding the grant process was threefold. One, I worked very closely with Ellen Park and Jim Whalen, who were in various leadership roles within the chapter and within the larger club, for them to serve on the committee with me for selecting the grantee. I also served with the broader membership of the Washington, D.C. chapter to bring the scholar each year to a foundation-sponsored luncheon for the chapter in which the grantee would provide a presentation on the trip and the research that was done as a result of the trip. And I also interacted with members of the Circumnavigators Club Foundation in helping them to work out the evolving requirements for the grant over the past several decades. Working with the grantees and working with the Circumnavigators Club Foundation has been one of the most important experiences of my life. It is something that I have been intimately involved with since 1985, and it is something that has given me a sense of providing a legacy that will go beyond, my career and even my life, as I've touched the lives of grantees over several decades. And I believe very strongly that these grantees will form the core of the next several generations of Circumnavigators Club leadership and Circumnavigators Club Foundation leadership. And I think that above and beyond their participation in the club and the foundation, I think that they will be uniquely qualified and enriched global citizens who will be able to realize the Circumnavigators Club Foundation motto of through friendship, making the world a better place. I think that the Circumnavigators Club has benefited from its support of the Circumnavigators Club Foundation and the grant process, and especially the grantees who have received those grants through a variety of ways. One, they have contributed to helping young people realize their potential to go out and make this world a better place. Two, I think that the club has benefited from the injection of highly talented and very interesting new blood that enriches our social activities and our other endeavors. And three, I think that the club has benefited from being able to associate itself with institutions of higher learning as they have tried to shape the youth of tomorrow. I think that it has been an ennobling process for the club, and also something that has rewarded us with an infusion of new members with younger perspectives. I would tell anyone who has received a grant that as rewarding and exciting as their trip was for them, being in a position to help a new generation of grantees to have that same type of experience and to have a multiplier effect on the lessons learned from their trips is indescribable. I think that we need to pay it forward, and that the sense that you have really helped change young people's lives and through them to change the world of the future is something that you can get in very few ways. And this is a proven way to do it, and one of which I am quite proud to be associated.